And I didn't buy my first motorcycle until I was about 20. And the reason why I bought a bike was because I couldn't afford a car. And my grandma actually helped me purchase my first bike. It was from a friend of mine, and I told him I was looking for a bike. He told me, just buy mine. It was a 2009 Gixxer 750. He figured out what he owed on the bike, and we cut him a check, and I didn't even know how to ride. So I had him ride the bike from his house to my work, and I tried riding it at work to bring it into the garage, and I actually dumped it the first time on it. They had the frame slider, so it didn't mess up the fairings. I had another friend come over that night when I got off work. He rode the bike from my job to my girlfriend's house. So my parents didn't even know. I was hiding it at my girlfriend's house for a couple months. It sat in the garage for about 1 or 2 weeks. I was terrified after dropping it. This kid was supposed to come over and teach me how to ride. And I just ended up teaching myself from YouTube. So I just learned the friction zone, and I literally walked that bike around the neighborhood for about 2 weeks. And then my first ride on the street was the thing I remember the most is the wind. I was like, holy smokes. So I mean, it was really good memories that I'll never forget. Another one of my friends growing up, he ended up buying a Gixxer, and he lived on the west coast of Florida. I was on the east coast, and I bought mine, and that's when my addiction really started, is when me and him would meet up and we just go ride all day. It was a lot of fun. I was always a sport bike guy. I always wanted a sport bike. Never really looked like the Harley way. It was only sport bikes. Rode for a couple of years and I actually stopped riding. The bike just stayed parked in the garage. Up until a little before COVID, a friend of mine was customizing, Honda Rebels, Yamaha V-Stars, just chopping them up in his garage. And I really took a liking to like that bobber style. So that's when my interest started to really spark again, because I would take my Gixxer I still had and go ride with him on these bobbers. And I feel like I didn't fit in. So like, I got to get a bobber. And we ended up taking a Yamaha V-Star and built it out for myself, which I still have. And that's when the real addiction started. I was like, oh my God, I have to, what can I do next? Like any bike that was running for under $1,000, I was trying to buy and just chop it up. Fast forward a little more, a friend of mine bought a Harley Sportster. He didn't know how to ride, so I went and picked it up for him. And when I was riding that back home for him, I was like, wow, I need a Sportster now. And I had my eye on one already. It was at a dealership on the west coast of Florida. Next day, called him, and it was delivered to my house that night. So I had a Sportster, and that's when everything started. I started the Instagram page, started customizing things. I would always reach out to people, planning my build, and no one would ever get back to me. So I was like, this is ridiculous. So I started my own page, and I was mainly to help other people and see if they could take a liking to what I was doing, and they did. And customizing, and then I wanted other bikes. I'm back into the street bikes, the naked bikes. We got the Hammerhead right behind us here, taking a stock bike and envisioning what it could be. And then once you get it to that final form, it's like achieving something, And it's cool. You take it to shows and other people admire it, and it's a good feeling. It's cool. So yeah, I'm also one of the co-founders and owners of NBT Clothing. That all started a little after I started my Instagram page. My following was growing rapidly, and I ended up going down, and a conversation started with my now business partner about riding gear. I only had sport bike riding gear. So obviously I'm not gonna wear sport bike riding gear on my Harley, which is what I went down on. Right then and there, we started sourcing products, like the pants I'm wearing here. This is our bread and butter. This has been through like 4 or 5 iterations already. It's not about making money or getting rich. It's about, getting gear on these riders that are not wearing gear. That's why our gear now looks so similar to regular clothing, and it takes a liking to our niche that we're in. A lot of guys out there wear jeans and a hoodie. So we offer jeans and hoodies that are CE certified for abrasion. When I rode, I knew nothing about gear. I know so much about gear now, it's crazy, especially over the last 2 years. We knew how to make our product better, so we started CE testing, CE certifying our products, and we've learned so much.